Today on the program, serious business in the mining sector, social projects and charity, supportive culture and keeping family values. And all of this is the work of today's heroine. She expresses the Eurasian essence of the women of Kazakhstan. She is the magnet and the center of family, a symbol of continuity and spiritual beauty. Her gift to see the talent and support allows her to surround herself with interesting people and to break into new business areas. She is a woman with the inner core who is able to infect any idea to everybody around her, to inspire men to the enjoyment of large global projects, and at the same time, not stay in the background, but be one step behind her husband. It is all about Marusia Maralovna Asaubayeva, a businesswoman, successful, and able to find a balance between work and her personal life. Being brightly realized in the business, she has not lost the main thing, to carry out her maternity due to be a great wife and a close friend to all who know her. Even though the name, the Asaubayevs, has high prestige among the world's business elite, it has not afforded her much. As co-founder and vice president of the largest mining companies in Kazakhstan, Marusia Asaubayeva has spent many years in the health sector and started her way into business, one of the first of its kind in the country.
В то время я даже была отличник здравоохранения СССР при Ягодине.
That time, I even was one of the best workers in the healthcare in the USSR. I loved my job. I studied in university according to my challenge, wish, and desire. And I found out a chemist shop's business was developing. Chemist number 2 and then number 9 became commercial shops. And I also opened the commercial sector by myself. The first experience in business proved to be quite successful. Due to many years of experience in the medical field and a sense of responsibility, this has always been the hallmark of our heroine. And very soon, as a businesswoman, she developed a volume of the small commercial department. Actually, our family business was started by my elder son, Baozhan. If there were no collapse of the USSR, he would have been on track with his father. He was a very ideological person. My son asked me, "Mom, what can you do?" I answered, "I want to buy one big chemist shop. I want to manage it by myself to solve all issues like accountancy." He says, "Let's find it then." Just it was the time of privatization. The chemist shop on Asaubayeva Street was for sale. There was a tender. In addition to new large pharmacies, thanks to her son Baozhan, they were actively developing trade directions, because the country's deficit was almost universal. And at some point, Marusia and her son realized that they couldn't handle it longer without the help of his father, Kanat Shaykhanovich. A prominent scientist with a world-known name, Kanat Shaykhanovich Asaubayev, agreed to join the family business under certain conditions, not trade but production.
Пригласил нас всех, среднего сына, старшего сына, меня, и говорит...
He gathered all of us, me, our 2 sons, and said, "It is not serious for me. Find some object where we can invest all our money in." Just that time, the capital of our country was moving from Almaty to Astana, and he sent our elder son to Astana. The son called him, "Oh, Dad, I have found such an object. It has not worked for 4 years. 3,000 people are still waiting for work." Our specialists tried to get it going as well as some Canadians, but they failed. There are strikes. It was the time when the Asaubayev's family business took a sharp turn, both in the field and the taken responsibility.
С банкротства взяли компанию 4 года компания не работала, людей зарплату не
We
получали.
bought the company after bankruptcy. It had not worked for 4 years. People didn't receive their salary and there were many debts.
Вот испытание, пройдем ли мы.
I thought it was like some exam. Would we pass it or not? I had read some stories telling that people went mad if they had too much gold under their feet. I was really scared.
И вот мне было страшно, честно.
Up-to-date people who have worked with Marusia and her family on the restoration of the largest gold production call her mother. They used to eat at the same table. They overcame all difficulties together. And our heroine in a helmet and canvas boots was in the thick of things.
Где производство, везде есть трудности.
When there is a production, then there are difficulties too. Naturally, there were ecological difficulties, so the production was mined. A method of mining the gold, cyanidation. It was not far from the city. Well, we have solved that issue as best as we can, and still we are solving them. Why do people have difficulties? I think in order to solve them and keep going. There's no comfort zone in business. You are like riding a bike. You must keep pedaling or fall down. There's no comfort zone in business.
Ты должна или крутить, или упасть. Зона комфорта нету в бизнесе.
In 2005, the company of Asaubayev's, as one of the first in the country, appeared in the London Stock Exchange. It was a great victory for domestic business.
В Казахстане же никто же не знал бизнес. Нашему бизнесу, например, столько же, сколько нашему государству. Мы вместе.
Nobody knew about business at all in Kazakhstan. Our business is the same age as our country. We literally keep up to the times together. Even here in Kazakhstan, people, and myself included, didn't know about the IPO. We developed our company as much as we could. We even had no idea to bring money to develop the company. We didn't have that opportunity. We had to convince investors and bring money here, and we did it.
Положить, не положить, а у нас таких не было возможностей. Нам надо было их убедить и привести сюда деньги. Мы это и сделали.
But for Marusia Maralovna, more valuable was the victories they gave ordinary people of Stepnogorsk. It is the long-term support of the local children's home, which they have recently presented a new building to, and assistance to many employees to obtain their own houses, and the stimulation of local business through the opening of a branch of the Association of Businesswomen, clubs Altanai and Adal, and many other social projects.
Маруся Моралович – это кладезь мудрости, кладезь семейных ценностей и благочестия. Это такой человек, который...
Marusia Maralovna is a wellhead of wisdom, a storehouse of piety and family values. She's a unique person, that's why she gathers only unique people around herself. And within this team, she makes wonderful things, wonderful charity projects. There are some generous gifts of life like a house for children, a concert in memory of our writer, also a mausoleum at homeland of Kanat Shayhanovich, her beloved husband. And this list is very large, believe me.
Этот список, поверьте, очень большой.
Today, Marusia Maralovna is the center of attraction not only for representatives of the business elite, but also many bright musicians, writers, and poets. In the hospitable home of the Asaubayevs, there is a special positive atmosphere that transforms people and encourages them to be creative. She is our absolute leader. She has amazing features to inspire people. She inspires everybody who surrounds her. She inspired me by her individual personal qualities as a woman, a person with a big and kind heart, and as a careful mother. Also, her love to art was very noticeable. Thanks largely to the efforts of Marusia Asaubayeva, an evening of memory of the great poet and writer, Fariza Ungarisinova, whose work was called The Breakthrough in Kazakh Literature, was conducted. And for our heroine, Fariza was above all a friend and inspiration, whose work should be preserved for centuries.
Даже шорохи, всё здесь так как Маруся любит Фаризу Унгарсынову,
The way that Marusia loves Fariza Ungasirova, I've never seen before. She was so busy with that evening that she didn't even notice anybody around until she conducted it and it was shown on TV. She was in a
пока она
twit.
не сделала этот вечер, не провела, пока его в эфире не показали, она места себе не находила.
Today, Marusia Asaubayeva is the author of several books. The first one she dedicated to her father, the second to his brainchild, gold mining company, and the third book, Pages of My Happiness, published in 3 languages, devoted to her and Kanat's love story.
Я почему-то вот себя вижу как лебедь свою.
I see myself as a swan, my love with my husband like a swan's love, because I live for him. Swans are so faithful that they don't marry again. It is so beautiful just about
Второй
me.
раз замуж не выходит. Прямо это про меня.
Marusia Maralovna is also the focus of a large Asaubayev's family, mother of 3 sons and grandma of 10 grandchildren. And they expect now the second great-grandchild, and all of this is literally permeated with love and care.
Без нашей мамы, мне кажется,
I think we can't live without our mother, without her heart and her love.
ее любви мы никак не можем.
Gold always had a special price, not only the real price, but also the sacred price to many people. People decorate religious items and art, give a special symbolic meaning to gold. For example, a meal on a gold pot with the envoy of a hostile tribe is a sign of reconciliation and oath of allegiance. It was a gold ring to be chosen as the symbol of family. They rightly say that coming to light fingers, gold will do more harm than good. Not everyone can produce and process this rare metal. Gold simply poisons the life of idlers. Gold has not changed Marusia Maralovna Asaubayeva for the worse, probably because she always generously shares the wealth coming to her with others, adding to the material gifts of warmth and caring. And as for her family business, then, today, thanks to the work by the Asaubayev's team, a new gold mining production in the East Kazakhstan region has become one of the most promising in the country.
У нас действующее производство на востоке Секисовки, Усть-Каменогорская область.
We're maintaining the existing industry in the east of Sekisovka. Uсть-Kamennogorsk Oblast, there are about 750 employees. The work goes well because just last year we listed our company on the London Stock Exchange. I think it is a success of our company. All workers are happy. Just recently I have been there and people feel the responsibility. They know that they must not just work, but also continue to develop.
Чувствует ответственность, то, что не просто вот работать, а надо развиваться.
On the way to this success, Marusia Asaubayeva had to go through a lot of turmoil, both in business, when the global crisis hit many industries, and did not come by the family business, and in life, when her eldest son, Baojan, tragically died unexpectedly. But all these troubles and upheavals could not make her heart callous and cool the warmth of her soul. She still lives in order to be useful for people, to make the world brighter and better. Any person surrounding her still feels the flow of love, sincerity, and wisdom of this ordinary but very special woman.